All right, guys. I'm kind of waiting for a couple other people to come in. We're supposed to be having Greg Brink, Troy Sutton, and Brendan from Freedom RedBird joining us tonight. I don't know if Brenda will be or not, but Greg and Troy both said they would be. So let's see how that plays out. I'm going to give this like 5 minutes and see if they come in and join. If they don't, it'll be okay. It just won't be long. Yep, there we go. Mr. Greg is here. Let me bring him on. There we go. Greg's here.
I'm here.
How you doing, Greg?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Hey, that was a good score on that locker you got there the other day.
Oh, Dave, man, I don't know if you guys can see it. Gina, those are all movies and books. And I mean, we've got probably like over 3,000 movies. My brother's taking most of them. We're just taking the box sets and stuff like that.
All right.
But I don't know if I told you about that ring.
No, you didn't mention the ring. You mentioned the card.
When we were down there yesterday.
Oh, we got
picking
Troy
up the rest
and we
of the
got
stuff.
Brenda. I'm gonna bring him on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Troy,
Troy.
Troy,
I
Brenda,
don't know.
how you guys doing?
I don't know how to do this stuff. She's doing it.
Well, it's a good thing she's there.
Get on panel.
Yeah.
Brenda, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. All right, we got Troy, Greg, Brenda, Freedom RedBird, and myself, Half-Ass Homestead. And right now we're talking about Greg's storage locker. He just got like a heck of a deal on this one.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell everybody what I paid. I don't care. I paid $150 for this storage unit down in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Yeah. We went Friday after I got home, or Thursday after I got home, and picked half of it up because I didn't take my trailer to get the furniture. But anyway, like I said, I paid $150 for it. I got some Lionel trains. I already sold those for $100. And last night, after we picked up the furniture, there was a bag of clothing left that, I started going through right there, and I found out popped a ring box, and I'm like, okay. So I picked it up, and there was a ring in there. And so I brought it home, and I have my little eye to check everything. I have a tester and all that. I even have a diamond tester.
Cool.
Anyways, the ring was 14 karat white gold. And the diamond was a lab created diamond, not any that's within 5 years old. I mean, it was before, which anybody who knows diamonds now, lab created is just as good as real diamonds.
Yeah.
So what's that, cubic zirconia?
No, it was something 300 was the number. So I quickly Google searched it, and it's a lab created diamond, and their lab created diamonds are just as good as real diamonds.
Okay.
So I took it. I had to run my friend to the place to get his generator, and took it to the jewelry store. They give me $101 just for that ring.
Wow.
Dang, that's good.
Yep. So
You made a profit already without going through anything.
yeah, I mean, me going paying $150. I'm 18. Figuring in the fee I have to pay the storage facility and the storage auction website, I'm about $18 ahead. So anything I sell tomorrow from it, because I go to the flea markets on Sunday. It's
Right.
100% profit.
Wow. Yeah, you can't complain on that one.
No.
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah. Brenda's teaching me some things, so I'm.
Hi, Charlene.
Oh, I can't even. Oh, let's see.
I'm
I broke my glasses, so I
oh, that's never good.
no, they're just readers. I have another pair somewhere. I just don't know where they are. I thought they were in this.
I buy them 6 at a time, and I was sitting up here in my office here last week, and I had a lens just pop out of one of them, and it scared the crap out of me because I didn't know what happened. I'm looking at the screen going, "Oh, what was that?" It just popped out of the glasses on my arm and down onto my leg, and I jumped back going, "What was that?" It turned out to be the lens popped out of the glasses, and I was like, "Well, what caused that?" That was like a really good scare.
Yeah, I mean
You can buy anything you want.
we were at the jewelry place, and
Hi, Lori.
they fell out of my pockets and cracked. So it's like just.
Hey, Lori, how are you?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, Lori.
sister.
Yeah, I normally I buy mine on Amazon because I'm up to a 2.75 now.
Oh yeah.
I used to buy Walmart because they went up to 2.5, and they don't go above that. So I had to go to Amazon, and I buy like 6 or 7 pairs at a time. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's probably cheaper on Amazon than it is at Walmart, actually.
Hey Dave, remember that Hot Wheels I was telling you about that on the phone yesterday?
Yes, sir.
That I got out of a storage unit 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you it. Come on. I have it right here in the little bag. So I'm gonna take it out.
Oh, that's cool.
They call that a red line. That's what makes it valuable. It's
Right.
when I scanned it, it was $185, but one sold on eBay for 150 or 160.
Wow.
But
That's outrageous.
I'm about, I do this for a second income, but at the same time, we do, all the clothes that we don't keep, I donate to the clothing boxes around here. We took 2 loads today and dumped them in the box.
Well, that's good for everybody. It does
Yeah.
you good and does the community good, and so
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's called paying it forward,
Yep.
Exactly.
and I like that. I like that a lot. I've done that a few times. I've actually done it at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I had a guy where I was just joking with him. I was buying like $10 worth of groceries, and I was joking with him. I said, "Well, if that's all he's paying for, let him pay for mine too." And the guy actually did. And so I was like, "All right, well, I'll pay for the guy behind me," and I did, and it was like $25. And then the guy behind him was just standing in line, no grocery cart, no groceries, no nothing. And he says, "All right, well, I'll pay for his." And the guy got up to the register. Of course, he wasn't clean clothing or nothing like that. He said, "They just need a pack of cigarettes." And the guy behind me looked at the lady at the register, and he says, "Yeah, cancel that. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying him his cigarettes." And I ran into him again about a quarter mile down the road at a gas station, and he paid it forward by filling somebody's car up with gas. And I was like, okay, now we made it work.
Yeah.
I don't know what that guy did after that when I got the free gas, but that was like a $30 gas bill. And I was like, okay, he paid 10, I paid 20, 25. This guy just paid like 30. What's the next guy do? I don't know. He may not do anything. But I always look at it as being, you have to try to make it better for everybody. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can't do good for everybody.
Especially nowadays.
Well, we don't have the money that we give our government to be able to give it out to other people.
Right.
Yeah. But you can do, as long as you do something good for somebody, that's all that matters.
Well, Troy, a good example was, remember all that time we spent working over there at Drift and Dreamers 5,
Yeah.
where we were beating our butt off on that PTO shaft?
Yeah.
That PTO shaft was only $125 at Tractor Supply, 15 minutes away from their house. I bought them a new PTO shaft.
Yeah.
I was like, if I didn't own that, I was like, Greg, give me the car keys. I'll just go pick one up.
We spent that much. Well, y'all spent that much in gas.
Yeah.
Running around
And gas,
everything.
and gas, and at the auto parts store and everything else, trying to make
Yeah.
it work.
Yeah.
To rent a tool that did not even work.
Yeah, yeah, that's what was working.
But we did that because that's what we do.
Yep. Exactly.
You help friends out.
Well, we did that because that's what Mike asked us to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but that's not what we're here for. But all right. And we still never put the patio well shed together. But we did what he asked us to do.
Yeah, it's still waiting for us to come back to put it up.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I've been thinking about this, Greg. Actually, he's been talking about, what do I name the property behind the creek? I think that should be Dreamers Valley Campground. That ground is actually more level than where we were at.
It is. And you can eat all the berries you want, just walk out the door.
Hey, you guys know what I got? Go ahead.
London
know
birds will be beaten tomorrow. We'll be all right. You know,
Yeah.
the birds ate a bunch of them.
Yeah.
David was just there today going, oh, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to check out these berries and I'm going to take some berries home and make like Mary Cobbler. He got there and they were smaller than his pinky, and Mike was talking about the beard and his thumb. There was nothing.
Yeah.
I got cots out of that unit too, Dave. Brand
Really?
new camping cots.
Really?
Two of
That's
them.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep, a blue one and a black one.
That would have
And
been handy.
Yeah, and then Troy, I got out of this other unit from last week an actual army cot.
Oh, yeah. Throw that sucker in the trash as fast as you can. Get rid of that.
They're not comfortable.
It is a workout just to put the suckers together.
Yes, and then when you put it all together, they are uncomfortable as crap.
Hey, I've lived a couple times up to 15 months on one of those. Yeah, and
Right.
you cannot put enough stuff on it to try to make it comfortable. It just don't work.
No. You can take your rucksack and put that on top of it, and that adds a little bit of padding.
It would, but you're better off just to sleep
But
on your
you're still
rucksack.
sleeping in a taco.
But you know, we all gotta get together to figure out how we're going to do next year. Because next year we need to do it right.
It's in
Well,
what?
we were recently talking. Actually, I'm saying recently. It was yesterday. Greg and I were talking on the phone about possibly April doing the Lake Tenkiller.
Well, the 10 killer is the one that's the one that I have to make, because that is my folks. And
I did 10 killer in 2023, and I'll tell you, that is the most beautiful area I have ever been to.
yeah,
I was able to. I rented a cabin that was like, I don't know, probably 8 minutes away from the park.
Yeah.
Up on top of the mountain for $175 for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big cabin. It was like a bedroom that had a bathroom, that had a kitchen. You know, the whole cabin was only probably 10 by 15.
Yeah.
But it worked, and it was cheap. And I was like, well, that was pretty special.
Well, I think it's April the 17th.
I don't know. I
Weekend.
haven't,
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'd
I
have to
haven't,
ask Mike.
I haven't heard.
but,
I'd
yeah,
have to ask Mike and Terry because I'm not sure what the dates are on that one yet.
it's already out, but the dates. But
I don't get those notices.
and I've actually thought about getting going and ordering or whatever you call it, reserving two, maybe three campsites, and that
All
way,
right.
it will be set in. And
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you, Troy. If you get the campsites for Lake Tenkiller, you want the ones next to the water. They're cheaper. They don't have electric and water and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But there's outhouses within like 100 feet of them.
well,
If you go over where the trailer
what I
side
need.
is,
So
yeah. But if you go over where the trailer side is, you've got about 350 feet to get to the outhouse.
right.
Yeah, but the outhouses, aren't they called trees?
What's that?
In my neck of woods,
I-
yeah. You know my slogan. I pee outside, so
In my neck of the woods, it's like just go around the other side of the dumpster where nobody can see you.
yeah.
Because they do put dumpsters out there by the park too when you're there.
Yeah. But we actually need to figure out some way to get Lori prepping for heaven. We need
She's
to get
in
her out there
Massachusetts,
too.
isn't she? Didn't she say she was in Mass?
Yeah. She's not that well, she's not as far from y'all that I am, but
No, she's about, depends on where in Mass. If she's up by Boston, she's over 4 hours. But if she's closer to the New York Mass line, she's
Yeah.
not. From me, she's only a couple hours.
yeah. But then again, y'all need to make a trip down here too and get the people from on the East Coast. And we could all do something down here.
Troy,
And-
I actually thought about just stopping in to visit with you after meeting you and stuff. I thought you were a really good guy. I thought about just making a trip to your house and just coming down, spend a day, maybe spend the night, and then go back the next day.
Yeah. What you know the door is welcome. There's always a window open somewhere.
I was just gonna.
Yeah, and your front room is big enough to just sleep on, and it's level ground.
Well, Brenda's got the big room, and I'm sleeping in the boys' room. So there's room here for. There's always room for family, and y'all are family. So
Well, I thought about it because it's not that far of a drive.
no, well, you're welcome anytime.
All right, I will take you up on that one of these days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Greg, back to my truck idea there.
Yeah.
They charged me $5,150 to rebuild the whole top end of the motor and replace both catalytic converters and all of the O2 sensors. And I took it back to the mechanic. I think I was telling you this yesterday on the phone, but you got getting caught out.
Yeah.
Now it's got a rod knocking. And I'm like, okay, I could find the motor from a 2015 or 2016 for about $3,200 delivered. And I went to the mechanic and I said, well, what would you charge me to change it? And he says, after what we went through on this truck, he says, you buy the fluids and I'll change the motor. And I said, well, I'll not only buy the fluids, but I'll put on a pair of gloves and I'll come over and I'll help you. I'm not a mechanic. I don't like my hands all that greasy and shit. So then he sends me a thing on my phone and says, well, for $4,800, you can buy a brand new motor. And I was like, well, that's not in the budget. The $3,200 isn't in the budget. But like we talked yesterday, maybe reaching out to Capital One, who's financing the truck, and explaining to them that right now that truck has no value. because they have the lien on it, maybe they'll extend the loan and add some more on the back end of it and say, okay, now we can get you the new motor and pay the mechanic to put it in. I haven't reached out to ask them, but I'm pretty sure they'd be willing to do it because right now it has no value. It's not drivable, you know?
Mostly scrap value.
Yeah, I owe $7,000, so it ain't scrap value.
Yeah, the Capital One's pretty good. We use Capital One for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, Capital One took over the loan because originally it was through Vision's Federal Credit Union.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they were charging me like $520 a month or something like that. Capital One took it over and they said, all right, we're taking off 6 months of the loan. We're going to lower your payment down to this amount. I was like 400, and then they were like, no, lower. And they still made it work. And my last payment was only like 175 because I've been paying 400 all along. So I think they'll work with me. I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I hope they do, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Troy.
Sure.
Hey, that flag I was talking about that the last time we were on,
Yeah.
I took it to the BFW. They're putting it in their chapel. They asked me if I knew the guy or anything, and I said no. What I was told, the family wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So I said to him, I said, I figured I'd bring it here, whatever. And he says, all right, we'll take care of it. It'll go in our chapel. I guess they have an area of flags that the family didn't want them.
Right. That's cool. That's really good. I've actually thought a lot about that since you said it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was the appropriate thing to do. Yeah, I could have sold it, but something like that to me, that's the appropriate thing.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
If the flag is military folded and put into an enclosed case, the resale value is actually lower than what it would cost to go out and buy a brand new flag.
Yeah. No, I could have if I did sell it, I could have sold it for almost anywhere from $50 to $100 in the case. The case is what costs the most.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because they're like $60, $70 on Amazon for the casket flag case, and I'm like, no, that's why I was asking you, Troy.
Yeah.
What you thought, and then I just went to the Post 80 here in Binghamton and going by, and I kept it in the car. That way, if I went by there, I knew to stop.
Yeah.
And we went by, and I pulled in the parking lot, went in and talked to the guy. So, but he said it would be put in the chapel. I said, that's great.
Yeah. Because, that is so sad that somebody's done that, and the family has just wrote them off that much.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole storage unit, that come out of, we got some pretty good stuff. I've got some U.S. Army patches that came out of there.
Yeah.
And just to
I'm
think,
making it home.
Huh?
I'm making it home.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, there's Gimp. Troy, she made you ready to know.
Lauren, you can't say that.
Well, she's right, but you know what? And I
she
told
is
her,
right, but she can't say that.
She told me to write a note down so I wouldn't forget something. And guess what?
I didn't get wrote.
I forgot where the note is.
You should have wrote a note to remember to write the note, and where it went.
Hey, Greg, Remember
Yeah.
yesterday I was telling you about going to Value Home Center because they're going out of business in our
Yeah.
town,
Yeah.
and I bought that paint.
Yep.
Well, I was using that paint today.
Dave, you're supposed to put it on the wall, not your hands.
Well, I did, but the problem is that the cabinets that we have in my kitchen are so natural wood that I put a coat of paint on it, and it doesn't even look whitewashed. It just soaked it all in. And I told Leah, I says, you know what? We're done.
Yeah.
Because it's made out of beadboard, and they didn't do a very good job when they did it. I
Yeah.
said, we're done. And she's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And I says, well, we're going to save up our money. We're going to start buying 3/4 inch cabinet grade plywood. I'll take it out to the garage, even though my wood shop isn't really set up, but I can make it work. We'll take it out to the garage. We'll make new faceplates and new doors and paint them while they're in the garage, and then bring them in and then hang them up. Because they did such a bad job remodeling this kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you close the door, it might be tight at the bottom, but it's like off at the top, and you can't straighten that. Cabinet grade plywood doesn't do that. Cabinet grade plywood is about 8 plies of plywood. It
Yep.
stays perfectly straight. So I told her, I said, we'll just start saving our money, buying plywood, cut it to do what we need it to do at the time, and then just put it in place, and then we'll make new doors. That's not beadboard either, and make it work. I spent over a half hour painting 2 cabinets.
Wow.
And you can't tell I even spent any time doing it.
See that paint that they say is primer, I don't believe them.
Well, this was Dullspar Pro Hide paint and primer in 1 coat.
Yeah.
I think I could probably put 2 coats on there, and it would probably look the same as it does right now, because it just sucked the first coat right completely in. It doesn't look like I even touched it at all. And I'm like, all right, second coat, maybe not get sucked in so much, but it's still going to look like cat crap. Third coat might look good, but when you spend half an hour doing 2 faces of the cabinet, and it doesn't look like you did anything, it says, okay, well, I'm not spending 9 hours on this cabinet. Now when I can go out and buy, cabinet grade plywood, paint it in the shop with a roller, 1 coat and done.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be my next project is the kitchen. And actually, I'm going to replace all the cabinet doors and fronts and everything. And so I haven't decided to use cabinet grade plywood to make everything and then stain it, or just go buy walnut boards and go that way.
If you got walnut in your area, that would be very pretty.
Yeah.
But walnut in our area,
Yeah.
boy,
Well,
I'll tell you.
I can get it no problem up here from the guy that's got the sawmill up the road. It's
All right. I
And
could actually sell you a whole trailer full of walnut flooring that makes beautiful cabinets.
yeah. Well, it's like I can go down. I can cut the trees down to fish camp, and I can take them the logs and trade it to him for already lumbered, already sawmilled lumber and bent through the kiln.
All right.
Board for board. So
Well, that would be a special deal.
yeah.
I've got an oak tree in my front yard that I've probably got 35, maybe 40 feet up in the air that's perfectly straight.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of branches and it's dead at the top. And the electric company is bringing out a guy that's an arborist to cut it down.
Yeah.
I think when he comes here, I'm going to say, all right, but here's the deal. It's 6 feet off the ground, maybe 8 feet off the ground, cut it flat, and then just leave me that big tall stump.
Right.
I have a local guy that's a chainsaw artist, and I think I'm gonna bring him in, and say, here's
Chris.
here's the thing of Trump fight, holding his fist up, and have him carve that into that tree stump. So I'll have a 6
That'd be
foot
cool.
Trump. Yeah, I'll have a 6 foot Trump with his arm over his head going fight, and it'll
Yeah.
always be in my front yard.
Yep. No.
I don't know what he'll charge me to carve it out, but I know this guy's very good at what he carves, and I think it would be a special treat. My neighborhood is all Trump right now. It's all Republican. I mean,
Well, of course.
Most areas is now.
there's
Whether they're
not-
for Trump, they're just not for anybody else.
Yeah.
when the election was coming up, there was not one single Biden or Kamala Harris sign in anywhere that I drive.
Yeah,
Anyway.
there was some here, but you know.
And we had 0 Black Lives Matter.
Oh no, not we had. They had it. It was in big.
Oh yeah, you had it. You had it everywhere. We don't get that. It's not here. All right, Troy, where did Brenda go?
Heck if I know. I can't keep up with her. She's here visiting so she can do anything she wants to do.
Troy, how's your thing coming? Your thing in the back. Your
Little town.
yeah.
It's coming. Slowly, I haven't been able to do anything to it in a while, but Greg, I just sent you a picture of me and Brenda and
To
David?
my phone. Oh yeah, I just got it.
David. I don't know if I've lost your number or anything, so if you could send it to me again.
Troy, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I share it with everybody because
You know,
That's
I'm
pretty
not
cool.
afraid.
You know something, Troy?
what's that?
Right there.
With
Boom.
that, do you mind if I show it?
Yeah, go. Yeah, do it. Please show it.
With that picture out of that storage unit, I got a stained glass cardinal that somebody hand did. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
See,
sad thing it was broke.
that was a blanket that my grandmother made. That blanket,
Wow.
and I got that picture with me and Brenda out by the tree in the backyard, and she was holding the blanket for Freedom RedBird.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I actually was going to bring my phone up. I left it downstairs. I was going to bring my phone up and show a picture of what a true elderberry tree looks like because I've seen so many people going, oh, that's an elderberry. That's an elderberry. That's an elderberry.
Yeah.
And no, they aren't. An elderberry tree actually looks like a sumac tree. The only difference, instead of getting a red tassel at the top, it gets a big white flower that turns into berries.
Yeah.
When I was mowing my lawn yesterday, after I planted mine 2 years ago, and this is the first year it's going to fruit, I was out mowing my lawn yesterday, and I almost ran over a blackberry bush, and I was like, "Oh, they got blackberries on that one. I'm not going to run that over."
Yeah.
And I stopped and I backed up, and as I was backing up, I was looking, and I found another elderberry tree that's in the corner of the cornfield out behind me. That is huge, and it makes mine look like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I will have elderberries like crazy this year.
I wish I had them. Wish Jan sent me some elderberry clippings last year, but right after she sent them to me, that's when I really started getting sick, and they all died because I just couldn't do anything with them. They just, but
If you want some elderberry mini trees, after this year, because this is the first year burying them,
Yeah.
After this year, I can probably take a cutting off of mine and putting it into some cutting compound, so
Right.
that
Yeah.
it forces it to root,
Yeah.
and send that to you if you want it,
Okay.
or bring it down to you. You're not that far away.
That'd even be better.
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, both of y'all come down together.
I don't know what Greg's schedule is, but mine is pretty much right now wide open.
Monday.
I just don't have
Friday.
the money I had when we went to Lake Tenkiller or down to
Yeah.
Lake Eufaula. I don't have the cash that we had back then.
Well, I think right now I don't think any of us do. But I did make a purchase yesterday. It
Right.
was a solar unit, not a big one, with the panels and everything, and it regularly runs like $1,300.
Okay.
And do the prime days.
Yep.
I got it for $685.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it a Blue Eddy?
No, it's not a Blue Eddy. It's
Is it Jackery?
Color?
no, it's not a Jackery. It's
Anchor?
what was that, Greg?
Anchor?
No, well, let me.
He bought the Chinese brand. No.
It's
They're all.
now I'm going like, oh crap! I bought it. No, Echo Flow. I didn't have to get
EcoFlow.
Okay.
Echo Flow.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good brand.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
they are pretty good. Everybody, what I've been looking at and everything, they are one of the betters because they actually sell batteries that can go with it. That way you can expand it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Blue Eddy does too.
Yeah.
Did you get the EcoFlow River?
Echo Flow 2, I think.
Yeah.
You're going to make me have to actually look it up. And then I'll probably find out I told you the wrong name.
I have the Blue Eddy EB85, which is one of the first ones they ever put out.
Yeah.
It cost me like $685, and that will not make a pot of coffee.
Really?
Yeah, even fully charged, it cannot put out enough wattage to make a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
I can use it for a lot of things, but I can't use it for making coffee. I've used it to charge batteries.
Yeah. It's the Echo Flow Delta 2.
Yeah.
Okay, the Delta 2 is a nice unit.
Yeah. I'm glad I got it yesterday because right now it's right at $1,300.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've looked into some. For,
So you say 50%.
And that's with the solar panels.
we won't tell Gina, but she's back there. But my next thing is I want a big enclosed trailer.
Yeah, Gina's about ready to hit you with something.
Yeah, she's got stuff over there she could throw at me.
Yeah.
Greg, I
seen
actually have a 7x10 enclosed trailer.
I seen her back there. I wanted to wave at her. Well, actually, I did wave at her, but
Babe, wave.
Yes.
There she is.
There we go. Hi, Gina.
Yeah, hey, come here. I was married once, so I'm used to being ignored. So
Yeah, Greg, I actually have a 7x10 enclosed trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right now it's at a friend of mine's house in his backyard, and I got another friend that's going to go over with his truck because I can't do it with mine and drag it back home. But the other guy is not talking to me, and I'm like, oh, you got my property on your property, so you got to talk to me. You got to talk to me.
Dave, let me know when you're ready to go get it. I'll go get it with my van.
Yeah.
I got an 8-inch rise on my hitch.
I'm just barely. It's hard
This
for me
is a 2-inch ball.
So I'm just catching.
Yeah, I got a
up
2-inch
with them,
ball.
but
I actually have a neighbor that has a truck, and he said he'd do it for me And in exchange for him going to get it for me, I was going to give him a 4x6 trailer that I've got. That's just a regular trailer with a ramp.
Yeah. Well, you know, actually, with the reason I went on and got that, it was I had the money saved up because I got to put a clutch in my truck, which was about the same price, right at $700. And it was like, well, I can go and buy the clutch, or I can go and buy that solar generator for that price.
No.
And, yeah, exactly, and save half the money.
Yeah.
So
What year? Yours is what? Oh, there she goes. What year is your Ranger?
2000.
And it's 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I know somebody who might have one. I'll have to ask them.
Brenda, sit down.
You heard him.
I'm trying to get packed up.
But she's going to head out tomorrow, so she's trying to do what she can. But
She's going home today.
luckily, my nephews came down and their dad came down yesterday and hooked up the washer and dryer. I haven't had a washer and dryer in over 3 years.
Wow.
And I had to run all the wiring and everything for it. But I didn't want to stick my fingers into the breaker panel. So
I don't know.
yeah.
Hey, Troy.
Yep.
I got one out of a storage unit. That's one that it's a travel washer. It's a
I've seen those.
It's a little plastic one.
All right, guys, I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
Right.
That's what Brenda needs right now.
What's that?
A travel washer and dryer.
It's just a washer.
Where would I put
Oh,
it?
just a
though?
washer.
said-
Yeah, you hook it to a garden hose or your water line or whatever. And
Well, I was going to say you could put it in your passenger seat, but no, that's not going to happen either. So. I've enjoyed her coming down these last couple days. Actually, I took her out and we went out riding these back roads back here. So, hey, Brenda, could you come here a second, please, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Where did you go to today? What road did we go down?
I done forgot what you called it.
She has been to Stinking Lick, West Virginia. And we went out around there, and I was trying to keep her on the good roads and everything like that. And then it's like, no, she's got to go down Stinking Lick. No.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it was definitely like a 1-lane road.
It was,
going
yeah.
through there.
There was just enough road that the truck to go down through there, and it's school buses run it, so it's got to be a good road.
I tell you, I hope I
Yeah.
don't need a freaking bus because I don't know where we was. at.
But hopefully she put out a couple of videos at some time of
Hi, Jan.
her riding
You
around.
want to see us stuff?
Oh, did Jan come in?
I can't see. I'm driving
No.
and listening.
yeah,
Oh,
she says she's driving.
Of course.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Jan, guess what? I got a hug.
There you go, Jan.
Jan told me that I had a hug coming, so see, seen it happen.
What are you doing, Bob? Somebody wanted to say hi.
Go.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, looky there. The puppers.
Cute.
You see the people on the TV?
Baby.
Name
No,
is Moose.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. No, I'm snacking on these Simply keto things.
That's right.
and he wants them.
Oh, did you send Jan the picture the picture we took? Okay.
She loves that quilt.
Did she? Good-natured puffs.
Lori, yeah, he's his name is Mushu. He's gonna be 14 on the 17th.
Really?
Yeah, he's an old man.
Yeah, he is.
But you know what? There's nothing wrong with old men. We all are too.
I'm 21, and I'll be 20 in August.
Yeah.
I actually will be turning 31
Thank you, Lori.
in October.
Nah.
I'll be 52.
So you're 20
in
years
August.
older than I am, David.
I'll actually be 61 in October.
You guys are all older than me.
Yeah.
I got so serious about it that I actually reached out and I got the Social Security Administration tell me how much money I can make.
Yeah.
When I turn 62.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I'm 62 and retire, I can enjoy my life.
Yeah.
If I'm 70 and I collect the maximum retirement, how much life can I enjoy? And how much time do I have left?
Hey, let me tell you, I'm ready to retire now. I can't. If it stays 65, I've got 13 years.
Well, where I'm at right now, because of my seed business, I'm pretty much retired anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I got forcefully retired, so I didn't have much of a choice.
I have bad weeks where, the dollar value isn't there and I can't do payroll. I was telling Greg this yesterday. I just went down to Ithaca Wednesday and met a coin dealer and sold him 25 silver coins.
Oh, well,
I can do payroll, but I can't stop my payments from going out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, all right. Well, what do you do? Well, you deal with what you got.
Yeah.
I have a crap load of music equipment that I want to get rid of. Not a single one of them has had a picture taken of it. Not a single one is listed. And I probably could make a really good dollar off of them, but because I had silver and the coin dealer was there, I was like, well, let's do this first. It made more sense.
Yeah. I'm not asking you how much, but did he pay you by the silver price?
No, he paid me $1 less than spot.
Oh.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Well, like I told you yesterday, out of the unit last week, I got an 1837 Canadian half penny.
That's cool.
And then an 1876 penny, Canadian penny. But I mean, I've gotten silver half dollars. I've gotten 1964 silver quarter.
Yeah.
I've got 3 Indian head buffalo nickels. One has a date, but no mint mark. And the other 2 don't have anything on it. But
I got some old coins that actually belong to my great granddaddy, and the oldest one was actually I don't think it ever had any monetary value, but it's an 1804 not 1 cent coin.
Really?
And that's what it says, not 1 cent. But
that means it's just like, okay, counterfeit.
but it's I don't know what it's made out of, but it's about the size of a 50-cent piece.
Right.
And Well, in the same box was his. Well, actually, the box actually belonged to his father, but there's a pocket watch in there from 1904.
Does it have the train design on the cover?
It doesn't, but
Okay,
it's still in the original box,
right.
which wrapped with the receipt. They paid they paid $47 for it in 1904.
Right. That's a lot of money back in 1904.
Yeah.
That's like $8,000 today, I think.
Oh,
Well, I could tell you that. I could tell you that watch would be worth a lot more than that.
right, yeah, and
It's priceless because it's
because it is family.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've actually thought about taking it, getting it cleaned, and do all that. But after thinking about it, I don't want to do that.
No.
I'm just going to just leave it the way it is in the original box with the receipt.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't understand is antiques like that.
Yeah.
You don't want to touch, especially if you down the road. I'm not saying you are, but down the road, if you're either leaving it to somebody,
Yeah.
or you end up needing the money, so you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Soon as you go messing with it, it depreciates it half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, actually,
time.
both of y'all have seen the box that it's in. I'm not the box the watch is in. The box I have everything else.
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And I showed it to you. I'm not going to say where it's at, but everything in there. There's even one of the original. They call it a traveler's map, but it is the first edition map of West Virginia
Wow.
from 1865.
Yeah, so that's your horse trails.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna step away. I want to grab something and show you guys.
Okay.
All right, Dick. Troy, what I found is like the old watches, pocket watches, especially with the train on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those things are worth like $1,950
Right. Yeah.
just for having the train cover on them.
Yeah.
If you got one that's older than that, where they didn't embed the train cover onto it and stuff, that's probably worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars. Because that was before they learned how to stamp steel.
Yeah. But it's priceless to me.
Well, it's priceless to a lot of people.
Yep. Brenda's seen it, and it's not much, but I'll be right back. I'm just going to get it off the wall.
I bought a storage unit out of
We all
Syracuse.
get to walk away at one time or another.
Yeah, even Gina's leaving. No. I bought a storage unit out of Syracuse. Okay, it was an older person that had passed. Anyway, I got this little thin book out of it. I'll show you in a second. It's called The First Christmas Story. So, we look everything up. We try to think of what the value is, this and that. Couldn't find it. Could not find it anywhere. This same exact book. Now you can find the title in a different version.
Yeah.
The only place we were able to find it is in the Library of Congress.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, see how thin it is?
Yeah.
Now the new ones are a little thicker.
Yeah.
The date on it, and it's personalized. Somebody had, signed it and made it out to that person.
Right.
Back then, it was $6.
Hey, you're talking about me or the pug?
Yeah.
Oh.
I couldn't help it, Lori. Sorry.
It's small print. Give me a second. Phone's
You gotta
no longer-
remember, Greg doesn't have his glasses.
No, I lost them. Or I broke them.
Well, while he's figuring that out, Brenda's seen a picture that was on the wall in the kitchen, which I don't know if it will even show up. She said, "That's an old picture." And
Oh, yeah. Fruit
Fruit
of the
of the
Loom.
Loom?
You
yeah.
know where they're from, right?
And that was before the underwear came out.
But
And
that's what their label looked like.
yeah, but that came out of course, y'all know that my family's home place is up here. We got a big piece of property up here, and they actually moved off there and moved to the towns in 1940. And that came out of one of the houses over there.
Wow. That's a good find. That's a nice.
Yeah, and it's from the family. There again, it's just a picture, but to me, it's priceless. So.
Yep. Well, that's like his book. It's from 1915
Ah, okay.
by the Dodge Publishing Company. They don't even exist anymore.
Troy, with you owning that picture, I have to ask.
Okay.
Did your family open up the Fruit of the Loom underwear business?
I wish they did, because you know what? I need a discount at this point in my life.
They're out of Kentucky.
I actually had somebody come up to me and said, "Hey, your dad was an inventor," and I was like, "Yes, he is." And he says, "Did he invent the Moffat?" And I'm like, "No." You know what the Moffat is? You see it on the back of every Lowe's, Home Depot, or
Yeah.
Erie building materials trucks. It's that three-wheeled unit that they use to pick the lumber off the truck and drive it wherever it's got to go.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if my dad would have invented that, I'd own one, and that would be too cool.
Well,
It
you know
would.
what?
I've got pallets of stuff I'd like to move around, but I have to do it board by board.
I want
I
the
have
Brink
that.
truck.
Huh?
That's my last name, Brink. So I want the Brinks truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, when the Brinks trucks
Everybody
are
wants
made,
to be a part of the Brinks.
Yeah.
well, when the Brinks trucks are made, though, they don't have any value to them. They're just like an armored vehicle.
Yeah.
Where the Moffat actually has a lot of value because you can go in and pick anything up. You can pick up a Brinks truck with that thing and move it around in your yard if you wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to.
But you know what? I wish I had one of them Brinks trucks when I was in Iraq. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, because that was before they put the armored bottom plates onto them.
We actually took the doors off because all it was a piece of canvas. Because we took them off and threw them away, and we never had no problem until they actually, when we switched over and actually got the armored kit to put on them, that's when we started getting hit every dang time we left out the front gate.
Yeah, well, the IEDs were nasty over there.
Yeah. Yeah, in 2003, yeah. 2003,
They were nasty.
2004.
They actually had people that were watching it on camera saying, well, there's somebody over here doing something in the dirt. But they couldn't say what they were doing in the dirt. Because the cameras weren't that good back then. Now, our new drones, if you're doing something in the dirt, we're going to see exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And we could probably park a bomb on top of your ass because we can do it within a one-car garage now.
Yeah.
Back in them days, it was impossible.
Yeah. Well, see, and I was in the scout platoon. So we was the ones going out and
First one's out.
looking at all that shit. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but
No, it's all right. You can swear.
stuff. And
We're all adults. We're all adults. You can drink, you can swear, you can smoke, you can do whatever you want.
and whenever they finally sent us drones and we started using the drones, man, it made a world of difference. Of course, they were only at that time there was like the styrofoam airplanes and stuff like that they would have in like in the shopping malls when we was kids, and they throw them out and
Yeah, with a little strapped on camera and be lucky to see anything.
yeah.
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 The new drones aren't that way.
No.
New drones can actually drop a bomb on
I
you.
got a drone.
Yeah. That's.
I got one like that.
I want
Never
one
even
like
used
that.
it. It just sits here. I bought it online on whatnot, never touched it.
I actually bought my first drone, and it was a box auction deal, and the only reason why I bought the whole box was because the drone was on top. I don't remember the name of it now.
Yeah.
But that was the only reason why I bought it. And then after I got the drone and I flew it a few times, I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy extra batteries. I'm going to buy a big battery charger for it. I'm going to make it work. The first day that I took it outside of my house to take it for a test flight, I was living in a rented house trailer on private property, and there was a big red barn behind the house trailer. I put that drone up at about 30 feet, just seeing how far it would go up and still be controllable. A gust of wind came in, blew it up over that red barn and never to be seen again. And I was like, well, I just bought all these batteries and the battery charger and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm not playing this game anymore.
Yeah.
So then I went out and I bought the tags that you put on them for looking them up on GPS.
Yeah.
So if I lose another one, I can find it. So I went out and I bought the tags. I bought another drone of the same brand because I already got all the batteries. And I ended up giving it all away.
Yeah.
I gave it all away. The tags, the drone, the batteries, everything. Because I bought a better one. And my better one I'd flown about 20 feet off the ground just as a test before we went to Lake Tenkiller back in 23. And it was a little bit breezy day, and I didn't dare go too far with it, but I just wanted to make sure I could fly it. And that's as far as that drone's ever flown since I bought it.
Yeah. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Could you send that picture to David that I sent you?
I'm gonna. I'll send it to him. Try to.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it right now.
Yeah. Because I've already sent it to everybody that's been in the chat. And you, but I will get David's info put in my phone.
Right. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. Got my email, my mailing address, my phone number. It's all right there.
Well, and it will be in my phone when we get done.
All right. If not, I'll send it to you on Facebook.
No, that'll work too.
Yep.
Because I can't. It's even hard for me to even see the chat now, but I know everybody I've seen in there. As I sent that, and that's a picture of me and Brenda back here in the backyard. And,
All right, Dave. I sent it to your phone.
of course, her being
I can't look at it right now, but
Yeah.
I will later.
Yeah.
her
Let me
being
know.
from Oklahoma, she don't know what a real tree looks like.
Who?
Brenda.
She's from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's where her license plate says. That's hard to tell. You know how some people are these days.
Yeah.
I got to go in and change something on this one. Let me edit this. My banner is not showing proper by any means. It's showing the wrong StreamYard. All right, now we'll just save that. All right, now we got the right StreamYard link. So if anybody else wants to join us, even though we've already surpassed our time, our normal time was 8 o'clock at night.
I got a little bit of time left.
I have all the time we need.
I have no time at all.
All right, I'm bringing back the ticker, and on the bottom is a new StreamYard link for this StreamYard Live.
Yep.
And if you want to join us,
Lori should come up.
you're welcome.
Hey, I think Joel should join us. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's who we need.
Joel.
Joel,
Joel from
making
Making
a
a
home.
Home.
Yep.
Making a
Yeah.
home. Yeah,
Come on,
Joel.
Lauren.
Throw
Are you still there? Hello.
throw Lauren in the back room and come on up, Joel. We need you, brother.
No, we can actually have Lauren too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sexist.
Well, man, but and she's not chopped liver either.
No, she's not.
No.
No, she's not. Hey, so Troy, after I met you and I got to meet what was her name right there at the campground where you were at?
Amy
Amy and
and Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I like those people.
Yeah.
I hit it with them and I was just like, this is awesome. I'm glad we did it. It was really cool, you know.
Yeah.
It's not every day you meet people like that.
No. And which they're going to try to come down at the end of this summer to hear.
Okay.
And if I can get the date set, if y'all want to come down too, that'd be outstanding. Be
You
kind of
don't have a lot of parking, but you got a lot of yard.
yeah. And there's a lot of room in the house, so
I'd bring a tent. Your yard looks pretty inviting for a tent.
Well,
we don't.
just don't go. Whatever you do, please do not go to the very back side. If you've seen the pictures from the YouTube that I put on, well, not YouTube, that I put on Facebook from a couple weeks ago.
What? You don't want to go swimming?
You could have then, because the fire pit on down was underwater, and it wasn't good looking water either. So
Yeah, but that's not something I need to worry about.
Hello, Kevin.
My tent would float.
yeah,
I'm
Hi, Simply Jan. How we doing?
but you would only end up in a new river, and there's nothing ever happens in a new river.
Well, I bet if my tent got caught up in it, there would be.
And yep, Brenda went down, and we actually went up and down the new river a couple times on the 460, the main highway going through there, and she's like, "Oh, I can't believe it. This is beautiful through here." I was like, "Yeah, it's beautiful, but you gotta be careful."
yeah.
My tent has a waterproof bottom, so I'd probably be the guy that would be like sleeping at night, floating down the river.
Floating down the river, but your butt cheeks will be riding across the rocks too at the same time. So
I would find the only waterfall and get stuck.
But, yeah, you know, we had such a good time out there in Oklahoma and stuff like that, and I already miss y'all guys.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to. Hey, look, Joe. Hey,
I'll be honest with you. I think we did good this year for what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we could do it again next year, I'd like to do it better.
Exactly.
I don't know what better means. I would just like to see if we can do it better.
Well,
If we would have made that camper work, that would have been really cool. But because it was in such bad shape,
Yep.
yeah.
I don't think we would have been comfortable in there at all.
No.
Well,
All closed in.
Yeah.
But if it had the pole outs and all that, so Greg's on one end, I'm on the other, and you're in the middle or whatever, that would have been different.
yeah. But actually, I think we might, if we can do it in like a stages, which is kind of a weird word that they use for that. But it's going to take me, if I can get, the plan is turn my truck into the little Ranger into a trucking camper, or a camper truck, and go out. If I can get somebody, then hire somebody, and to haul me in the truck out there prior to, and that way we can get out there, and if y'all got time off too to come out and work.
Oh, yes.
As I'm moving around visiting everybody, y'all could come out too, and my truck and everything would be around a base camp. That's like at 10 killer. That's why I figured to get a couple sites.
Jeez.
And
What?
So basically, we'd be playing around Troy's effing Ranger.
yeah,
No. What I'd like to do is get a Class A.
some
Yeah.
of us are not able to do that. So
Believe it or not, I had the chance and I should have took it.
yeah, you
There was
told
an option.
me about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have
Actually,
taken the chance. That thing was $120,000 RV.
Yeah.
Oh,
Greg,
But
if you could do that and put a 2-inch hitch on the back of it, I've got an 18-foot RV. I could hook up behind it so we'd all have our own house.
Yep.
I got a 2-inch ball in my
No, this
Well,
is like 2 inch
I don't know as if I take it that far.
for my
Yeah.
camper. For my camper, it's like 2 5/8 inch with a
Oh yeah,
what do they call that? Sway bar system.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I figure if I can pack everything into the truck and on top of the truck and get out there, everything will be there that we will need. So it's just y'all get in the vehicle, beat feet, come out, and we're set.
Well, I just got a brand new tent out of a unit, brand new.
Well, that's cool.
But I don't want it. I like that teepee.
That's cool tent. I like that TP tent.
Yeah, it's a 12. I mean, I had room. Did you guys have room?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Other than the pole in the middle,
Yeah.
they
yeah.
both had room. I got stuck in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah, Dave was
We had
dancing
room.
on, Dave was dancing on the pole. But
I woke up with a Woody every morning.
TMI.
Yeah.
But that was a great trip. You can't make stuff up like
Yeah,
that.
it was. It was a good trip.
And I've never met y'all before. Y'all took me just as word of mouth that I was a decent guy, and
Well,
now
I'm
we're
not-
here. So
I
So
don't
that's
worry
what it's about.
That's right. If you
That's what
worried
it's
about
about.
everything all the time, I mean, I do worry about stuff. Don't let me make you think I don't. But you know, I mean, just like meeting Lauren and Joel, I only knew them from the computer. Same with Dave. That was the first time I actually met Dave face to face.
yeah,
You know, but
Although Greg and I were supposed to meet many times before we took off on this trip.
hey,
Yeah.
It
Ace,
just never happened.
hey, Ace, my sister's in here. Hey, but that's another story.
Yeah, I was supposed to meet Greg many times before we left for this trip.
yeah, I just
And it turned out to be that either he couldn't make it up to where I'm at, or I couldn't make it down to where he's at. And we only live, 45 minutes apart?
if even that.
Yeah, just couldn't make it happen. And it was like, all right, well, we're going to do this trip. Okay, we're good. Let's just make it happen.
And
Although I did have him on my live before that, so I knew who I was looking at.
Yeah.
and I was only 7. I'm only 7 hours away from y'all,
Uh,
Yeah.
and never even talk to each other in chat or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what, Troy? Fellow veteran to fellow veteran, I'll be honest with you. You're the real deal.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about. I've met so many fake veterans.
Yeah.
They wear the hat, they wear the shirts, they wear all that stuff, and they never were anywhere near the military.
Well, and that to me, I am just me. I don't care who anybody else is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a front on for anybody.
No,
You
Because
can't,
I don't either. There's no need to put a front on.
you can't, because people that, and that's why I said what I said about this whole trip down there.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion about it, if you can't be yourself, why even bother?
Exactly.
I don't care if it's on camera, off camera, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I have opinions about people and stuff like that, but I keep them to myself.
No,
Right.
you don't.
And that's, yeah.
I heard about it all the way back.
You do, and we all do. And actually, sometimes you fortify your feelings about people, what you think about them, and you see how they really are.
Yeah, and
And they are not what they appear on camera.
Yeah,
right, and that floored me.
Yeah,
You
and
know, that somebody knew.
we talked about that on the way home. So
Yeah, that floored me as somebody new to go into meetups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a people watcher,
yeah,
and you can see the difference from camera and, you know, actually seeing them.
yeah.
And I just, if you can't be the same,
Well, that's
why even bother?
That's what the people in the chat right now, and they're the same way. I see everybody that's in there and everything, and they're like, you don't like it? I'm being nice by saying there's the freaking door, but
I think a lot of what it is, Greg, with these guys trying to be prim and proper and stuff on camera, is because if people got to see how they really live their lives,
yeah,
they probably wouldn't follow their channel.
Yeah, but
Yeah. And they're scared of that. They're scared of that, and they try to put the persona on. And I'm not about.
I'm not about persona. I'm not about persona. I'm sitting here smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer. You think I care about my persona on camera?
Well,
and I chew. I don't hide it from nobody. Look at we were down there. I didn't hide it from anybody.
I got a shot of vodka and water and Gatorade powder.
Yeah, I mean,
and Brett from Butt Nuggets Homestead is the same way. When I told him, I says, you don't need to keep walking off camera. If you want to smoke, smoke. If you want to drink, drink. I had him and
Tasha Lynn
on. But Tasha's like, oh, you mean I can smoke? And he's like, oh, you mean I can drink? And nobody left camera anymore. It was a 5-hour video. It was funny because Brett actually got drunk and passed out in his chair, and his wife had to go wake him up. But it was funny, you know.
Yeah, it was funny. But you see how you actually are.
Yeah, we don't try to hide behind the facade of saying we need to be better than everybody else, because we're not.
Yeah,
we're the same. And if you can't accept that, then it sucks to be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Greg, did you see Lori's post she just put up?
Yeah, about her living south-ish of Worcester.
Worcester.
Yeah, that's about. Let's see. She's about. Let's see. 90. The Mass Pike, where it connects at the Berkshires to New York. It's about 3 hours from me.
All right.
Just a little over 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that's by a tractor trailer, not by a car.
right. And
Yeah, my car is probably 2.
Yeah.
but she
Depends on
brought,
who you are.
yeah, me and her has talked before. Worcester is where I think it's where I have records of my family that lived there, and actually he died there in the early 1700s.
Wow.
And actually, I ordered off of eBay a stained glass window that came out of a church from there, from that time period.
That's cool.
So, and I don't know if it's a church where he was buried at or not, but at least I got a stained glass window that from the same town,
Yeah.
from and same time period as when my family lived there.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Hey, I gotta ask you guys a question. What did you think about what Jason and Tara brought for the veterans? With those windows and all the extra artifacts and all that.
I like that.
Yes.
I fell in love.
I can't remember who they said that actually made that.
I don't
Scott,
remember either.
wasn't it Scott Spencer?
It might have been.
Because I know.
I know they couldn't make it, so they sent them with Jason and Tara.
Yeah.
Those things were awesome.
Yeah, it was. I loved it. I would love to have one.
That's a perfect idea though. They reused old windows.
Yeah.
And a flag, and then the emblem down in the right corner.
Yeah. I thought about even trying to make one myself, but it wouldn't. To me, it wouldn't be the same.
No.
What he did, that was great, and I'm glad that Pops got it.
Yeah, for that one, Gary got one. I think he did it for the Arkansas. I think don't they live out there, Arkansas or Oklahoma or Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
I think they live in that area.
Yeah, I think it's Missouri.
Yeah. Well, Ace and Krista said, yeah, it was Scott.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lori, I know where you are. I go out there probably once a week.
So you're basically still driving, Greg?
Yes.
I thought you were going to retire.
I want to step away and do these. I want to open a secondhand store.
All right.
Here in Conklin.
Yeah. That would be good, actually, with you cleaning out the storage units.
Yep.
That would all work great together.
But the building I'm looking at, I don't think it's a good price to rent.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
If you're renting the building,
yep.
you have to worry about what's your income versus what's your expenses. And I don't see renting the building as being a valid expense. I did that with the seed business.
Well, I've looked into it as somebody who's leasing it. I would be leasing it from somebody.
All right.
Well, I got a friend of mine here who I graduated high school with. Actually, I graduated with his brother. He's a couple years younger. But what he does, he goes and buys from trucking companies.
Yeah.
Like whenever whenever a truck wrecks.
Yep.
And he buys
the good
everything that was in that truck, and he opened up a shop and he resells from that stuff.
See, people talk about buying pallets of stuff, like store returns, stuff like that. I can tell you I do better at the flea market than if I was to open a store.
Yeah, because you don't have the overhead.
Right. But the flea market, unfortunately, is just during the summer, spring and summer here. They go until November 1st, as long as it don't snow.
Yeah.
Well, what do they charge?
Thanks,
What do they-
Chris. I've been thinking about getting a hold of Jason for that. But
Greg, what do they charge at your local flea market? My local one used to be $25 for a space. Now I hear they're up to 50.
Well, this one here, I live 5 minutes from it, and it's $25 a space. If you have a trailer, it's an automatic 2-spot, so you pay $50. I pay for the next week ahead. I mean, you have good days, you have bad days.
Yeah.
And but you got to be willing to, like, some of the stuff I have to take with me. I mean, I leave my trailer loaded. My tables are on there. Everything's loaded. And they so I can get in there at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
If I don't pay ahead, I have to wait till 6. And by that time, there's a line of cars that go in. Oh, Troy, why are you making her do your laundry?
Well, she got to earn her keep.
Oh, okay.
All right, Greg, I'm going to offer you something. One weekend a month, a buddy of mine owns property that's on a big corner lot, and he does swap and shop. I can get into his lot free of charge. You can take up as much space as you need to use on his lawn because it is freaking huge.
Yeah.
I can get you into that. It doesn't cost anything. All you gotta do is bring it, set it up on your table, and sell it. You interested?
I might be. I see where I live, the town here only allows you 3 garage sales a year.
Yeah.
Unless you have a peddler's license.
Yep.
If you have a peddler's license, you can do as many as you want.
Y'all both need to move out of New York and move to West Virginia.
These guys do the swap and shop 1 month out of the weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with like chickens and goats and ducks and animals and all that. But there are people that do flea market stuff that set up on the property as well. I can get you a spot on that property free of charge where you can set up tables and sell whatever you want, and it will not charge you for that spot. If you need electricity, I could probably even get you a spot where you can get electricity.
I have my van is a town and country, and it has a 110 plug in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can plug anything into my van. If somebody wants to see something work, I tell them, okay, come here. We go in the van and sit, in the van, like
In the
plug
shade.
it in, they can see it works. I don't beat around the bush. Yeah, I'm a salesman basically, and but still, I'm not going to sell you something that's garbage.
Greg's the guy on the street that opens up his coat and says, "What watch do you want?"
Troy, I got something I think you would like. I wish they were not in the garage. I wish they were still in here.
Yeah.
That unit I got, or I was picked up yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
You like swords, don't you?
Of course.
I got 10 of them out of this unit.
Really?
4 of them were made in Pakistan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And they're about, I'd say probably 2.5, 3 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got samurai swords. Like,
What? Other than the one that I have, which you've seen.
Yeah.
Which is my cavalry sword.
Yep.
But actually, I used to get those and I would actually take them and I would make knives out of the steel.
Yeah. As long as they're stainless steel, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But if they're the knockoff stuff, no.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to rust.
Yeah.
And I watch, every once in a while, I'll watch Pawn Stars
Yeah.
with Rick. And I watched one where a guy brought in a samurai sword. He said, it's authentic. It's from, such place. He's like, well, I got to have my buddy look at this. You're asking for this much. I got to find out the value, which is fine because, he's in the business to make money too.
Yeah.
And he showed on the program, he showed how you really check a sword.
You actually got to take it apart.
Yeah, you got to hold the hand and then you bang on your hand I think 4 to 8 times, and then it lines up. There's little tiny pieces of wood, like wood dowels that they put in, and that holds it into place. And us looking at that sword at the first glance, you wouldn't know that that's how you take it apart.
Right. Yeah.
And so now I know that. So anytime I get a sword, I'll bang on my hand up to 8 times, and if it has the little dowel, if it doesn't have the dowel, then
right.
But usually there's a maker mark on the handle part of the blade.
It will be, and a lot of times you can't see the maker's mark until you take it apart.
Right.
And I also saw where Rick from Storage Wars ended up in prison.
I've seen that too. But I gotta step away again for a second.
Oh, you're good.
Right. Go pee.
Exactly.
Hey, we've both been there. Don't let it bother you.
You're good. You gotta go.
Yeah. I watched it. I watched the episode where Rick and his son, or no, not his son, his son's friend. Oh God, I don't remember his name, but the bigger guy with the black hair.
Oh,
it was like really long down to his shoulders.
Chumley.
Yeah, he got arrested and he destroyed his life.
Yeah, drugs.
Yes, he destroyed his life.
Yeah, he was heavy into drugs.
He was heavy into a lot of things that nobody should know about.
But Rick got him out of it. You know that, right?
Oh, he did for a while.
Yeah.
But when he got him out of it, it didn't keep him out of it. It was just a start.
Yeah.
Like, I can keep you out of this stuff if you do what I tell you. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm going to do what I want.
Yep. Yeah, he's still on the show. He actually lost a lot of weight. Yep.
I used to like watching Storage Wars.
Yeah.
And then when I found out, like with Brandy and Jared, they were my two favorite ones.
They're divorced.
They're divorced? Well, actually, they were never married. They broke up. They broke up. And she is back into doing it now. But he is like in so much trouble.
Yeah.
He is in so much trouble. He tried saying, I didn't make any money. Well, he's running the store. You know what I'm saying? He made a lot of money. And he kept saying, no, I'm not making any money. I'm not making any money. And the IRS finally caught up with him.
Yeah. My brother watches it. I don't get into it too much because, because, doing the storage units, the real and the fake. But anyway, she actually does interior design now, and she uses the stuff that she gets out of the units, some of it, not all of it, that to set up homes to be sold. for real
My-
estate agents.
My favorite one out of that whole series was Padawan. The little girl with the black hair.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
I
God,
like
she was so
Barry.
cute. She was so cute, and she was feisty. I liked her.
I like Barry. That guy.
Yeah, Barry the collector. Oh my God, everybody liked Barry.
You ever see his house?
No,
I watched on. I watched on. There's a guy on YouTube that is good friends with him, and he went to his house in California. Oh man, dude, Barry is really. He can afford to take a $20,000 loss. Put it
yes
that
he
way.
can. Yes he can. He was a hell of a collector.
Yep.
And some things he sold, and some things he said, nope, I'm keeping it.
Yep. He's
I mean,
got.
look at all the different vehicles that guy used to drive.
Oh,
for
I
you.
know. I know. He's got a motorcycle I want.
Yeah,
Or I would like to have, put it that way.
yeah. I'd like to have a lot of things these guys had.
Yeah, Lori. Barry's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'd like to have the truck and the trailer that Brandon and Jared, Brandy and Jared had.
Yeah.
That trailer was freaking, what was it, 24 foot long and enclosed?
It's
And it was
like
probably a Chevy 3500.
it's like a car hauler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'd use that to empty out storage units. And that was only for the stuff they kept.
Yep.
That thing was immaculate. I was like, that is a nice truck. That's a nice trailer.
I don't think he has it anymore.
No, I don't think he does either. I think the
think
government
government
took all of it.
Yeah.
He was doing tax evasion, so I think the government took all of it.
Yep.
But
Hey.
Brandy probably has that equivalent now.
I got, if y'all don't mind, I need to give a shout out to 2 kids.
Yep. Go ahead.
And I think they should be watching. I'm not going to say their names because they are younger, but I want to give a shout out to Natasha's 2 kids, which are really great kids. They said they'd be watching, so hey kids, come
so
back
how do
over. Y'all can play some more. Hey, give me somebody on my level to play with.
How do you give a shout out to people you don't mention?
Yeah.
And I don't think they're watching because I'm seeing 2 people watching right now, and it's us and Lori's. And maybe Lauren and Joe.
No, I think Chris said that they had gone off.
No.
I love watching some of these channels. You know, I mean, even YouTube channels. There's one called Jeeves that does storage units. I watched one of his, and I'll never watch another one. Jeeves, Jeebus. I watched one, and I'm like, this guy is a lying son of a bitch. I'll never watch another one of his storage unit videos.
Yeah.
But there are a couple out there that are really, really good. Actually, Greg, you were sharing one of them on our drive.
Yeah, the bearded thrift machine.
The Bearded Thrifter, yes.
Yep.
Some of them are really good, and some of them are really shady.
Yep.
I've seen both sides of the spectrum, and I'm like, okay, well, Jeebus I won't watch. That guy lies on almost every video. Almost every video. He actually puts out like what do they call that? Where they put out something as a thumbnail that has nothing to do with the video that has going on.
Clickbait.
Clickbait. He does that all the time.
Which I hate clickbait. That
I do too.
clickbait that turns me off of the channel so fast.
Yep.
If I see clickbait on a channel, any channel, even just one time, I stop watching the channel right then and there.
Yeah, I do too.
Because it's BS. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yeah.
If you can't be honest about what you're doing, then don't do it.
Yeah, well, they're starting out lying about their video. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them deals where if you throw something out there and you put it on your thumbnail, this is what the video's about, and then your video has nothing to do with it.
yeah,
That's Jeebus. That's Jeebus. He's a treasure hunter. Yeah, well, Jeebus treasure hunting, guess what? I don't watch you anymore because you did it once and it just blew me away.
yeah,
I actually expected to go there and see something that I was expecting to see because of what you put on your thumbnail. That just wasn't there, and I won't watch you anymore because of it. It's
Yeah.
done.
yeah.
And,
Just like Lori just said.
yeah.
Yeah, there's another one out there. It's a guy that does. I don't remember the name of his channel because it's been so long since I quit watching him. But he's got like this little cabin in the woods, and he's always out there. And the cops showed up today, and they threw me off my land.
Oh,
and
yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh my God, he's a little tiny guy.
Yes.
He lies about everything.
Yep.
I watched him probably 2 times.
Yeah.
Thinking maybe I'll see something interesting, and nope, never.
Yep. Well, I watched him.
No, it's the same.
I watched him one time, and I figured out really dang quick
Yeah.
what he's doing. And it's clickbait. That's why I hate clickbait.
Every video is that way.
Yeah.
With that guy,
Yeah.
oh, it's just like, yep, I see your name come up now. You aren't going to get me to watch your video.
Yeah.
I did once or twice. And then after the second one, I was like, yeah, never again, boo.
Yeah.
You done screwed up.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and you could tell just by the thumbnails, the ones that are clickbait.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you know. And I'm just going to use this example. Well, she did this. She did what? To me, that's clickbait.
Yeah.
Because you're getting people intrigued in the title, you know.
Yeah.
And then when you get into the video,
it didn't happen.
it's something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the bad part about some of the really big channels.
Yeah.
And that's their gimmick, and I won't watch them.
But
that's one thing Mike Smith and I have had a long chat about was if you do something for your thumbnail, you need to make sure the thumbnail is actually about what happens in the video.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because if it's not part of that video, it's
people lose the interest quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. People try to tell me, well, do a short video, you know, like 20 minutes long. No, if somebody's interested in what you're making your video on,
yeah,
they're going to watch the whole video, even if it's an hour long. Like the Bearded Thrift Machine, their videos are an hour long, but you're so intrigued on what they find, that hour goes quick.
Yeah.
You know, and as somebody that does that, you know, I mean, I could sit and watch somebody building a house or just,
I do.
You know,
Chuck and Ellie, I watch them every week.
Yeah, that stuff intrigues me. And then I could turn around and, you know, I'm not saying they're bad people, but I could turn around and watch SLR with no problem because I know their type of channel. Their channel is about their life, and it's not about building. It's about their life, and that's what intrigues me. You know, because just to see the difference in everybody, you know that
and they reinforce it. They reinforce it. They always come out and say, "This isn't a building channel. We're just showing you our life." You know, that's what I like. SLR does some very good job, actually.
Oh yeah.
Well,
and they actually incorporate products into their videos. I said something to Mike about it. I said, well, you should maybe incorporate the video with the product you're doing. And he says, I make more money by not doing it. Okay, well then I understand that, Mike. You know, if you're not going to incorporate it and you just do it as a straight up product video, that's fucking awesome. I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear it. But SLR does a good job of embedding those videos into their other videos because they've got a lot of viewers, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think the world of Mike and Lisa, they're good people, and I watched them before, but when we went out there and actually helped them, I actually got to know them more on a personal level. And they are themselves.
Yeah.
They're legit.
And that's the way you have to be. I don't care what people say about, you know, well, your video's got to have some kind of thing to attract people's attention. No. Yeah. I mean, if you're being yourself, that's going to attract people's attention.
Yeah.
If you're being fake, people are going to find out, you know, they're going to know quickly. And then they're going to say, see ya, you know?
Well, see, that's the thing about it. There's no way that Mike could be fake.
No, he's
at all.
No.
That's you can't make that up. He's like I look at him like
he's an open book.
My nephews now. They are who they are, and which
you can't.
Y'all met my nephew and my adopted nephew.
Bob.
And so that's Mike is in that same book as them.
If I'm watching Mike and Lisa, I know there's two things I'm watching for.
Yeah.
Honesty is never one of them because they're fully honest.
Yeah.
But the two things I'm watching for is what did you do now and how bad did you screw it up?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how.
That's all I'm watching for.
Yeah.
You can throw me out an hour and a half video. That's all I'm watching for. What did you do now and how bad did you screw it up?
Yeah. And
speaking of which, by the way, guys, I am thinking this. Mike's getting ready to finish out the kids' shelves.
Yep.
They've already got the sheetrock up because Kevin from Rourke's Littlefield's been over there and helped them out and stuff.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the shelves fixed up for the boys very, very soon.
Yes.
But they don't have their shelves done. And I'm thinking what I would like to be able to do at some point in time near future, maybe even like within a month or two, is make another trip down and help them in their shelves. Stud up the walls, help hang them drywall or whatever they need to have done.
That is actually a good idea. And I
like those guys. Even though
I do too.
On camera, I like those guys.
And actually, if I had a vehicle to do it, I have a bunch of stuff in storage that I would love to give them, but I can't take it out to them. But
I've sent them special tools for doing drywall.
Yeah.
And Mike was so thankful for that. He was like, I didn't know these existed. And I'm like, I've been telling Grady's and everybody else about this tool.
Yeah.
Apparently you don't watch everybody else. So I'm telling you, I got this tool and I'm sending it to you.
Yeah.
And if they were to go there and say, okay, we're going to do this, I would like nothing more than go there and help them do it,
Well,
especially on the main shelves. Get them
Yeah.
out of the camper. Get them out of the camper. Get them
Yeah.
into the main shelves.
well, see, that's why I like people like that, because they are such good kids. And
They
when
are.
when me and my ex separated, I was in the middle of redoing the bathroom in there, and when we got separated and everything, the judge said that I could take all the material that I had bought for it, because of course I never started a project before I bought everything for the project.
Right? Yeah,
And,
you don't want to start before you got it.
yeah, and but since I don't have a truck, I can't take it to them. But I wish that I could get that out to them. That's all the drywall, all the piping and everything, clawfoot bathtubs, the whole 9 yards.
I think what they want to, maybe I'm wrong. I think what they want to do, they want to build the middle to connect both of them.
Before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plan.
I think that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's what Gary from SLR is going to be going over to help them do. Actually,
yeah, I think Gary's going to help them with the roof too.
Yeah, because what they have there, I think there's going to be a bathroom or a bedroom for them and the girl, and a bathroom, and then join the two together.
yeah, to make the living room and kitchen in the gathering part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep, I agree, and I would like nothing more than be able to be there to help them do that.
No, it'd be great. Well, that's why everything was set when we
Yeah.
set up. Everything was on the same level, and that way you could join the floors and the ceiling.
Gary from SLR is going to be going over there, I think, this week. Well, I don't know. Today's Thursday, so probably not this week, maybe next week. But Gary's going over there and helping Mike jack up the other shelves where the boys' room's at.
Yeah, to level it.
And get that thing totally leveled out with the other one.
Yeah, because it was leaning a little bit.
Oh my God! It looked like it got hit with a tornado.
It was leaning a hell of a lot. So
Yeah.
hey, Brenda came in.
Yeah.
Freedom RedBird. I don't know where the hell.
It would have been really cool. It would have been really cool if they could have had the crew that put the black one in to go back over to the other one and level that out, because those guys were freaking good.
They were.
Yeah, but
they were spot on, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and
I think they
would do it. They would have done it too.
They would have, but it would have been money. It would have been money.
Yeah.
Or I think it's more of a liability thing.
Yeah.
If something
That
happened, if they were doing it, then they're responsible for it. I mean, I'm sure if Mike asked them and told them, "Hey, we'll throw you a bone," you know, he might have. But
the only questions I got about that, my only concern would be how solid is the foundation blocks that set in there. Will it hold the weight of everything that they want to finally do?
Yeah, because they're gonna. I think. Let me think about that. I think Mike had said, maybe I'm wrong, that the center area, they're actually going to pour footers.
Yeah.
In the ground, and once that's got footers in the ground, that's going to be your load bearing area.
It is, but still, they would probably need to go back on to both sheds and reinforce underneath that.
Eventually, to me,
I don't know. I think
I would have poured them. This is my thinking. The blocks, I would have let them bring the home in, and you know why they get set on blocks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in case they have to come and take them back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on big pavers.
But I would have maybe even stuccoed around the blocks, but poured concrete on the very bottom,
Yeah.
dug around it, and poured those blocks into the concrete underground. It doesn't matter. It's going to shift either way.
Yeah.
They're sitting on stone.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that stone's going to move as the earth moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Ours-
And you know what, though? With as much space that he has underneath there, that would not be a hard thing to correct later on.
Right.
Because you can go in, block up on both sides of the where it is set, and hold the weight, take that out, pour the cement foundation, and then go back on top of that and build the pillar.
Yeah.
Our seed house. Our seed house is smaller than the boys' house.
Yeah.
Or no, it's bigger. It's bigger. It's 14 by 34. So their little boys' house is smaller than ours. When they brought that in, we went in with Crusher Run and we leveled out the lot as best as we could and all this stuff. And they brought the house in, or the seed house in, and they set it down and they blocked it up. They leveled it out. They did what they had to do. But when we were in there working and we put the floor in there, and all the drywall, the insulation, the electric, you got people in there all the time working. And then we brought in the seeds. That whole building shifted. So we had to get a 20-ton jack because farm jacks didn't work. We broke farm jacks. We broke 2 farm jacks doing it. We were doing it farm jacks originally, but once we put all of our seed stock in there and stuff, we broke the farm jacks. We had to get a 20-ton jack to jack it back up and put new blocking in. But because it was so close to the ground, we had to go in and cut out the center floor of the seed house and jack the floor up underneath that with like a car jack.
Yeah.
And get support underneath it because it was springing.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a good foundation under your building, that's what you're going to end up with.
Yeah.
I think we dropped 1.5 inches off the back of the building. I said a level up in it. I don't remember the exact number, but I think it was almost 1.5 inches. Where once we put the flooring in, we did all the insulation, all the drywall, the electrical, and everything else with everybody walking around in there. Before the seeds even got into the thing, it was about 1.5 inches off because the building will move back and forth until you get something solid underneath it.
Well,
If I would have known that I could have done like Mike and Lissa, which my guys didn't have, what do they call that? The lift.
No, yeah.
If they would have had that lift and I could have lifted that building up, I would have much rather done that because then I could have insulated under the floor.
Right. Yeah.
I can't insulate under the floor because it sits directly on the driveway, except for the back end where it's jacked up.
Yeah.
That was a bad decision of mine. I could have built stairs. Stairs are easy.
Yeah.
But I left it sitting on the ground, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that machine that they used, the mule. If they would have came in with a mule and lifted that up and put it on pillars, that would have been so much better. I wouldn't have been able to fix it, but it would have been so much better.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. I wanted to go in and look at Mike and Lissa's in the boys' shed, but I couldn't get up onto onto the porch. I could sit on the porch, but I couldn't climb up onto it because of my issues.
They finally have steps now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, Lauren and Joel
Jamie and Kevin, I think.
Jimmy and Kevin gave him steps,
Yeah.
but they don't have it in the new one.
Yeah.
That new one is like just a couple blocks, and I'm like, what happened to all the blocks they had before that were left over that weren't being used? Why didn't you put them over there in front of the new one so you can get up into it easier? The thing is like a 3-foot step getting up in there.
Yeah. But those are good kids, though. I like them. I think
Yeah,
the world of them too.
Oh, they all are.
The big one's nice. The new one is nice.
Yeah.
If I were to do my seat house again, I probably would have windows put into it, but I'd do the big one
Yeah.
because that's much bigger than what we've got now. We're 14 by 34. That was 14 by what, 60 or something like that. 14 by 40.
40.
14 by 40. That's much bigger.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta say something though before anybody else says anything and talks to me. Brenda's doing her own laundry.
Brenda, you've been there so long that you have so much dirty laundry. Are you planning on moving in with Troy?
But she's welcome here anytime, just like y'all are. So,
Yeah, but this is a long drive.
You do laundry when you get a chance when you're traveling. If somebody will let you do it.
yeah.
Brenda, don't be afraid to put them hangers down and come join the live.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got a couple of shirts I gotta hang.
All right. I expect you to come back and join us.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
Coming down the last couple of days. And that's what I hope y'all come down, do that, and all the people that I've met and known, my door's always open for somebody.
No, it's not. You got to pipe through a window.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
You know, but you know what, oh? My truck was unlocked the whole time,
And you had a key in it?
and the keys to the house was in the truck.
Well, all right then. I guess we weren't locked out, but you still had to go through a window.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, I'm glad he went through it, not me.
I'm glad
I
y'all
would've got
get on
some
the
luck.
porch and didn't see me come through that window.
My luck, I'd be climbing through the window on the backside, and the cop would be shooting me from the front side. Break in.
Well, yeah, that was just it was like, oh gosh.
All right. Well, I was thinking a cluster, but you did better.
Yeah. Well, at that time in the morning, and
What time in the morning? We took you home at night.
No, it was early in the morning.
it was early in the morning.
We
and
got
actually-
home at night.
Actually, y'all thought that I was asleep, and I was awake the entire time, going and coming from Oklahoma. And
Yeah, you're right. It was late at night when we got home. I got home at like 2:30 that night.
Yeah.
well, it's 7 hours. What, 7 hours from here up to there?
Yeah.
About?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, because it was the whole trip actually coming back, we lost an hour, but going there, we gained an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about 20, I'd say about 20 hours going there
Yeah.
and coming back,
For
Well,
y'all.
I was thinking 20.
I was used to driving 40. I ran 40 all the time when I lived in Shelbyville.
Yeah. But next year we are going to do it better and improved. And
Maybe Gina will let me get a fifth or a Class A. She's sleeping.
it's a good thing because you'll probably hit you in the head with something.
Yeah.
Well, even if you don't, I've got my tent.
Yeah, I like I said, that new one I got, I paid nothing for it. It's a 10-man tent. Yeah, 10-man tent.
Crap. Well, actually, I need to go down to the fish camp, and I have 3 tents down there that they attach onto a 10 by 10 canopy,
Yeah.
and they are 10 by 10 themselves.
Oh wow.
So
That's a
you
nice
would actually
setup.
have an open canopy with a tent on 3 different sides of it. So
Yeah, that's cool.
I think my tent's probably an 8 by 10. It's the easiest tent I've ever put up in my life.
yeah,
You just open it all up, stake it down to the ground, walk into the center, and push the button. And it opens all the way up to where the whole inside of the tent is free and clear. There's nothing to see.
yeah,
And it's an awesome tent. The problem I have is when you fold it back down, you can never put it back into the same bag it came in.
well, that's kind of what y'all did realize what I did with my tent.
Yeah, you give it away.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to pack that sucker up.
I like my tent, but in the same respect, I also have an issue with it. Even today, it sits in my living room. The bag is like, I don't know, about this wide. The tent is about this wide, so it doesn't fit into it. It just sits on top of it, and I'm like, I don't care. I got a handle on each side, and the poles are all embedded into the tent itself, so I don't need to worry about losing the poles. And I can just pick it up, put it in the cart, go where I'm going, and set the tent up again. I just know that it'll never fit back in that same bag again. But it has 2 handles, so I can carry it.
Yep. Well, that's why I had that big green box and stuff. That way,
That green box, you had 3 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
But yeah, you just throw everything in it, and but
Well, I think if we could arrange to go down to 10 killer, I think that'll be a good trip.
yeah, definitely.
It would be an awesome trip.
Yeah. But that's while
And
we
in
was
April, I think I can afford to do it again. Right now, I can't. But in April, yeah, probably.
Yeah. But when we stayed at Mike and Lissa's, I didn't pull things out because I didn't want to be the only one sleeping on a cot while you 2 were sitting there. So I was like, no, I ain't gonna do it. No.
Hey, dude, I was fine sleeping on the ground. Actually, I slept better on that ground.
Yeah.
Even though I was on a hill, I slept good.
Well, I did too.
The first night. The second
Well, I'm
night,
glad you both did. I didn't. I was on the lumpiest part of the yard.
That's because you were sleeping on top of the pole and dancing on the pole.
Well, I had to dance the pole in between my legs too. So there you go. I had my woody.
But no, it was great. I appreciate you guys for picking me up and doing that. That was a trip that will remain with me rest of my life. That was just a good time, and with great guys who I consider brothers now.
Yep.
Well, we had a good time. We had a good time. We did what we needed to do, kind of. We didn't help Mike much with his patio well shed because it's still sitting in the yard.
Yeah, I've seen that the other day on one of his videos.
That's because the screws were put in the car.
Yeah. So it wasn't on us. Actually, it wasn't on y'all because y'all would have been the ones doing it. Me just
We would have done it. We had all of our drills. We had all of our batteries. We were ready to go. And Listen drove off with all the screws.
Yeah.
We would have put that thing together.
Yeah. But hey, you got the wire run in the dog pen, so
Yeah,
Yeah, but no, the dogs chewed it up, and that wasn't good anymore, so they didn't run new wire.
yeah, but
before we left, the dogs already had it torn out.
Yeah,
they tore that thing up.
And
But they're good dogs.
they
the
are.
kid kept running off of all the insulators, and then one day decided to just chew the fence out of the way.
Yeah,
So it wasn't our fault. We did what we were supposed to do.
yeah.
Although that wasn't a job we were supposed to do, we did it, and you did a good job recording it, Troy.
We could have. I mean, if he had more for us to do, I would have done it.
But I'll tell you what, their property is beautiful.
Yes.
There is so much.
The videos don't do it justice.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
Other than the crabfish or crawfish or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
them.
that Greg found.
Yeah.
And
That
Mike
thing was
after
biting my feet, biting my legs.
Oh,
Biting your paw.
Yeah.
Did you see when
video? So
when you did you see when Gary and Melanie stayed there? Or
No,
when
I didn't see
Gary
that.
went fishing there when it was up a little bit. He caught a little fish about that big.
yeah.
I said, that's probably the fish that was biting my legs.
It was cool.
But let me tell you, it was nice to lay down in that creek.
I wish I could. I really wanted to get down in there so bad. But
That day was hot.
yeah.
Troy, what happened to you on that day? I was down there with my feet in the water. Greg was down there laying back on the waterfall. What happened to you? Where were you hiding?
But well, I was there, but there's steps down into the water, and right now I'm still not very well doing stepping down and stuff. I couldn't even walk down where they took the tractor across the creek.
Yeah.
That was so steep and stuff. I was like, no.
Oh, I
I'm
can't
not
do
even
that.
going to attempt that. So,
No, I'd be walking with my cane to make that one work.
Well, that if you had flip flops or sandals on or slides, you were going down if you didn't walk very gingerly.
yep.
Especially if your feet got wet.
Oh yeah. But
I just watched Mike and Dave do it, where Mike had his open-toed sandals on.
yeah, he did.
With his Crocs.
Well, they crossed the creek to go over to the other field.
Yeah.
Going through there, and I was like, nah. And when I seen that, I was like, no.
Dave pretty much had to go four-wheel drive with his Crocs to get back up the other side.
Yeah. Well, I think didn't Mike slip and fall? Why, he at least slipped.
It wasn't shown.
He always falls anyway, so.
Yeah, it wasn't shown. I know. I offered Lissa all my medical supplies because I bought a whole bunch of medical supplies. And she's like, "No, I don't need them. I got enough."
Well, she dealing with Mike, I'm sure she does.
She does. I'm pretty sure she's got a full medical lab, like blood transfusion and all that stuff.
Yeah. But next year, I plan going out and stopping and seeing them. I plan on doing. I'll do doing something for them, and the kids.
I think next year.
Brenda seen today when we got there. Actually, my housekeeper that the VA gave me to clean the house and stuff. She came here. We wasn't back yet, but she came on in and done what she, and she brought her kids in, and they were leaving as we got here, and of course I couldn't let the kids go without giving them a hug or anything like that. And even as they were pulling out, they were hollering, "Bye, Troy! Bye, Troy!" And
Yeah.
all kids is special to me. Of course, my son passed away at 7 months old on the operating table, so that's why
Oh, yeah,
that's why kids are so special to me.
yeah. If you look at it, and I don't mean to get, I guess you could say, biblical or nothing, but children hold a strong place in God's heart.
Yeah.
So
And they hold a strong place in all of our hearts.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And
well, that's like the boys, my nephew and
yeah,
adopted nephew and stuff like that, and things I'm trying to teach them. I'm trying to teach them what I know while I can.
Yeah.
And so it's paying back.
Yep.
And if we don't do that, there is no hope for the future.
Right. I agree. Look at all the, I'm going to say, protesting and stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Those are young people doing that. You don't see too many older generation. It's all younger generations doing that.
Yeah. Unless you go to places like New York.
Yeah, you know. Hey, I agree. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I hated to say that, but because a lot of people from New York are coming down here and ruining this county.
Well, you're talking to new guys from New York.
Well, I know that, but I'm not basting y'all because y'all are.
Well, no. If I moved into your area, I'd bring my politics with me. If I moved to your area, I'd bring my politics with me, and my politics are exact replica of yours.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to change your way.
No,
I just don't like our way.
It's like people come from other countries into the United States. You don't turn the United States into the country that you just left.
I agree.
You have to assimilate. If you can't assimilate, get the hell out.
Exactly. That's the word I could not think of. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you can't assimilate, get the hell out, because these guys coming over here right now, and there's a lot of them. If you can't assimilate to the United States, that's why I think Trump did a really good thing when he said English is the American language.
Yes.
I don't want to push one to talk in English.
Well,
I want English to be the only language I speak on my phone when somebody calls me.
What scares me, and I'm sure Greg can back me up on this, when you got people driving down the highway in big rigs that can't read or write the English language.
Yep. I agree. Yeah. That's why I'm hoping they actually make it a federal law. They're talking about it.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, who controls the trucking industry? The federal government. You have to follow the federal laws. And the state laws are secondary.
Yeah.
Then, you know.
It's all based on CDL.
Yep.
They did just pass a truck driving law. I don't know if it goes nationwide or if it's only in certain states or whatever. But if you don't speak English, you don't have a CDL.
I think Oklahoma was one, and Arkansas.
Yeah.
I've seen something about it, but I don't know if it's only statewide or if it's nationwide.
It's not nationwide.
No,
not yet.
What is the reason they, as of right now, they're getting backlash because they say it's unconstitutional. Well,
it's not.
If you can't speak or read and write in English, I'm sorry, you don't have a constitutional right.
Yeah.
Well, how is it unconstitutional?
Yeah. Well, this is just my opinion only, to save you,
Yeah,
David.
That's right,
that there's no difference from the slavery in what they're doing now with, and they're using the illegal immigrants as a new form of slavery.
Yeah. And do you
Yes,
know
they
who
are.
the original slaves were in this country?
They're
original-
Irish.
They're Irish.
No, the Indians.
All right. I'll go with
The
Indians.
Native Americans were the original slaves in this country.
Were they?
Oh,
they were,
I would
They
do
were
the
act-
Indians. I would do the Indians, and then I would put the Irish behind them, and I would put the blacks behind them.
well, actually, the Indians, they had slavery in their self.
Their own form. Their
Their
own form.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from taken from the other tribes and stuff, and
Yep.
what they did kill, brought them and enslaved them, and then break. That's just like the and I might be wrong on this on the dates, but it wasn't until the 1900s that the Indian Nation, that they actually the federal government actually abolished slavery.
1934. 1934.
19, yeah, that's when they actually abolished the slavery through the Indian Nations.
Hey, Sean, let's trade paint. How you doing, brother?
Hey, brother, I was just looking at your sticker. I got it right above the computer.
It was one of these deals where the blacks are always claiming, well, we need to have reparations. We need to have this. We need to have that. But the problem is the blacks weren't the first slaves.
No,
They were slaves for a while, but they weren't the first slaves. They weren't the only slaves.
Yeah.
As you said, we had the Indians. We also had the Irish people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Irish people were like one of our biggest slave people that were in this country.
Yeah.
Because that was like, oh, well, they came over illegally and now we can just take advantage of them. And then it went to black. I'm sorry, but blacks don't deserve reparations. I don't care. If you're black today, you weren't black then. You weren't part of that.
You weren't even around.
Yeah, you're talking generations and generations before. You don't deserve any reparations.
I do think. Now I have black family members.
Yeah.
My nephew's his birth certificate says African American,
Mhm.
but it's all political.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter your party or whatever. It's all political, and every party does it, and you could see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter Democrat,
They do.
Republican, conservative, or whatever. They all do it.
They do.
They pick that little bit of incidents, we'll say, whether it's a black guy, a white guy, Mexican guy, whatever. They pick those incidents with police or whatever and make something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. Do I believe there are bad cops out there? Absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
Definitely.
It doesn't matter if they're white, mulatto, black, whatever. They hold grudges, and I mean I've seen it with police.
That's it. That's human nature.
Yeah.
Greg, you live in Conklin, which is the outskirts of Binghamton.
Yep.
Do you really think that there's an officer in the city of Binghamton or even in your town of Conklin that doesn't think that if I pull you over and you can't tell me your name in English, that they're not going to automatically assume that you're an illegal?
Let me tell you this, and my cousin is a police chief in Owego. Dave, you know where that is.
I know where it is.
He is the police chief there. Before you get pulled over, they already know who you are, or who that vehicle is registered to.
Yeah. They run the plate. They run the plate.
Say it's registered.
Oh, no, when they run the plate, Troy, when they run the plate, they don't just run the plate and say, okay, this is the name and what this person is age and all that other shit. They also give you a picture of what that person looks like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It comes right up on the computer.
It's 100%. You get pulled over by any cop in New York State. That cop knows exactly what the owner of the car looks like. If you're not the owner of the car, you got a lot of questions to be asked.
Yeah. Well, it's just not only New York. That's everywhere does that.
It's many states, but it's not all states. Texas doesn't do that.
Right.
Texas doesn't do that.
No, they just
Texas says, okay, who owns the vehicle? And at that point, you can ask questions and you can say, okay, well, here's my ID. My cousin owns the vehicle. In Texas, you can get away with that. Here in New York State, no. If you're driving that vehicle, they know your picture, and when they pull you over and you're not the guy behind the wheel, you got a whole crap load of questions you got to answer. So why are you the guy behind the wheel? Because this is not your car.
Yeah. Well, West Virginia's the same way.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because West Virginia and New York are only like neighbors.
Yeah. And well, my cousin, he just retired a couple years back, but he retired from the state police, and he was actually the state the director of the state drug task force for state police.
Okay.
And he actually, I'm not going to say where he lives at and stuff, but they've done a lot of work even up into your area.
Yeah. Well,
and Baltimore and all that other.
The states. You hear everybody say this. The police can't work with the federal government with ICE. Every state is working with them.
Yes.
They're not going to tell you.
Not every state.
Who they are and who this and that. So, I mean, even my cousin, the last time I talked to him, they did a raid out there and got, 3 illegals.
Yeah.
And I'm saying illegals because,
they were illegal.
Yeah. I mean, they were here without.
Which, I'm just like.
Full stop. They were illegal, and that's why they got questioned.
Well, that's just like what I feel the same way Trump does. All right.
Do it right.
We want immigrants.
There's
a way for immigrants to come in here, and you don't have to do it illegally.
Right.
Yeah.
If you come in legally, we welcome you with open arms.
But that's the problem. Our government has made everything political.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you look at what our country is founded on.
Yeah.
Okay. We're all illegal or we're all immigrants. Every single one of us. My family was from Germany, Ireland, and Scotland. Yeah. Okay. We're all not from this country. You know what I mean?
Well, you can go back, even the American Indians.
Right.
They are not from this country either.
Right.
And actually, the oldest the skeletal remains ever found in the United States was come to find out that they were, I want to say Peruvian, but they wasn't Peruvian. They came from lower Eastern Asia area and come across. The same people that settled the Hawaiian Islands and Galapagos
Hey, Wanda.
Islands and stuff.
Well, am I that blurry? Must be that Pepsi Cola I'm drinking. But yeah, no, and that's the thing. That's where you got to do it right.
Yeah,
I have, and a lot of people think all these foreigners coming over are Mexican. They're not.
they're not. They're coming over.
They're from Brazil,
There's over 400 nations.
Yeah, and they just because they came through Mexico, they thought they were Mexican, and they're not.
And politically, they're calling them Mexicans.
Yeah,
They're not.
but that's why I'm saying everything is made political now.
Yeah.
And that's not what it needs to be. It needs to be, I agree 100%.
Hi, Wanda.
Do
How
it
you
right.
doing?
Hey, Wanda.
Do it right. I mean, just like let me tell you, you fly over to Australia, okay? Whether you're on vacation, that you get drilled how long you're going to be there, how much money you have in the bank, and everything.
Yeah.
I watched the Border Patrol TV or program on TV, and if you don't come up with the information, you get detained.
Yeah.
They don't let you go in their country.
Yeah.
And then they have a right to refuse entry for 6 months into their country. So you know what I mean?
What did you see where that group of people from all over the world, they flew into oh shoot, let me think really quick. The country just southwest of Israel, which is
Sudan?
dang, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, they flew into there, and they were going to make a 30-mile march up to Gaza.
Oh,
and to demand that they open the gates to Gaza to let people in.
really?
Well, it didn't work out too good because that country, the people there and the police beat the shit out of them.
Really? I didn't see that.
And then put them back on buses and tuck them back down, tuck their the passports and stuff, put them on a plane and flew them back to where they sit from.
Wow. And that's
Egypt. I'm sorry, it was Egypt.
Okay, I was thinking Turkestan, but you're in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
They said it was Syria.
I'll be honest with you. I think this whole thing with all these illegal coming in, we should do like a lot of the other countries did and said, no. We have a border. There are like 7 different countries now that have borders that say, you're not coming in. Regardless. It doesn't matter where you came from, you're not coming in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Our problem is that we have like Iran people in our country that are suicidal. We have Mexicans in here that just don't care about our laws. MS-13 and all these other gangs. And
Yes,
I think it's time for our country to say no. You know, it's just as easy as that. Just say no.
I'm going to defend Mexicans because, I don't think if you look at when I lived down in Florida, I had Mexicans work for me at the hotel. I'd rather have them work for me anywhere than, believe it or not, even some American people.
I will agree with you 100% on that.
They why do you think that these some of these farmers in Jersey would get, even Georgia, you know, they take them by busloads to the crop fields to pick watermelons, to pick peaches, stuff like that. And I know they do that because my brother and my sister works for the guy who did it. And I mean, I don't know if they still do it now because, you know, ice will nab them up, but.
Oh, they probably do. They probably do.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not all Mexican.
No.
They're more, believe it or not, probably 1% of them.
Watermelon.
1% of them are Mexican. And
Yeah, watermelons.
most of them are Asian, Indian, or Central or South American. There's even Russians that are coming in.
Yeah. Well, it was the same way when I was living and working down in Beaufort County, South Carolina.
Yep.
It was the same thing. And I met some really good people down there.
Yeah.
And they were great. And actually, some of the best food I ever had was from them during break times, because their wives and everybody would come up to fix lunch for everybody on the spot.
Yep.
And it didn't matter who you was. If you was on them crews, they fed you.
Look at Dave, that restaurant we went to. I don't think Troy went. You didn't go to the.
We got to drink Modelo beer. No, they got Coors Light. Damn it.
They that all their staff. I only saw like 2 or 3. I'm saying white people. That's it. They were all Spanish-speaking people.
Right.
But they weren't all
More than
Mexican.
likely, they were Mexican.
Yeah.
But they were hardworking. They worked
Some were
hard.
Mexican, but they weren't all Mexican. Some were Guatemalan.
Right.
Y'all
Spanish
have been
speaking
to my house. Right. It's not 300 yards.
Yeah.
Where it's not 100 yards up to the Mexican restaurant. And they're all good people.
Yeah.
And they and yes, I do know they are all citizenized or whatever it's called.
But the thing is,
but and majority of them can't speak a word of English, but they are citizenized.
yeah.
They're naturalized.
Yeah, they've got their green card or whatever it's called. Or their green card, I think it is.
Yeah. And
I just went to a Mexican restaurant yesterday where it's a man and a woman that run the place. I think they're husband and wife. I'm not sure about that. No way to tell.
I think I was nice.
But it was like, okay, I got a street taco. I didn't care for it at all.
Ace.
It doesn't turn me off of street tacos. It just turns me off of their street tacos. Because I've heard really, really good results from street tacos. But their regular tacos, they don't offer taco sauce. If you go to Taco Bell, you get taco sauce. These guys don't have taco sauce. What they had is hot sauce, better hot sauce, more hot sauce, and bigger hot sauce.
yeah, they're not Taco Bell either. So
No, they aren't. No, they aren't.
I'm gonna let Brendan take care of this for a few minutes. I'm gonna step off for a second.
All right. They gave me a green sauce and a little cup. And I was like, okay, well, what is this? Like guacamole or something, sauce or whatever? I dipped my finger into it, and I'll tell you what, I got my butt hurt on that one. It was so freaking hot. And then I was like, okay, well, they got other sauces. They got one called Original Salsa. I tasted that. It tasted like something that came out of a flea market. It was stale. It was old. It was like nasty. And I was like, yeah, I don't like that. And then I tried the other two that they had on the table. And I was like, where's the real taco sauce? If they would have had Taco Bell taco sauce, I would have been able to eat my dinner. Because they didn't, I didn't even eat probably half of my taco, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. We're walking out. Leah got 3 tacos, and she doesn't use taco sauce. She only ate one, and she's like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, okay, good. You're done too? Okay, let's get out. It
But
was
you,
expensive, but I was like, I don't care, you know?
but you know, Taco Bell's taco sauce, the spicy sauce and all that, is not real sauce.
Yeah, oh, I know that, but I also know that I have sauce in my refrigerator for tacos that is real taco sauce. It's not Taco Bell, it's some other brand. But I can put that on any taco and I can eat it and I'm happy. Their sauce, everything was so freaking hot.
That's the way a true Mexican restaurant is.
I know. I watched the girl. She was probably about 20 years old. I looked at her plate as I'm going to the bathroom in there, and her plate had like half of a taco left, and she emptied that whole little cup of that green sauce that I thought was avocado that's hotter than the mother, and she ate all of it. And I'm like, okay, you're too hot for me, honey. I would get heartburn just having fun with her. What are you eating? Popcorn, Greg?
No,
Oh, you got your cheeses. All right. All right.
Well, I gotta tell you, well, I'm gonna have to drop off here. We're gonna go get something to eat. Probably at the Mexican
Are
restaurant.
you sure it's still open?
But
So we've been talking about Mexican food, and now you're going to go to a Mexican restaurant. You traitor.
you started it.
no, I got to get off too. I got to be up at 2:30 in the morning and go pick everybody up, and then come back and
Yeah.
get the trailer and be at the flea market by 4:30.
Well, you know what? I'm ready to get off too. So everybody have a good night. Before we all leave, we got Brenda from Freedom RedBird. Troy Sutton, name your channel.
Troy Sutton 421 for now.
All right. And then we got Greg and Gina from G&G on the road.
No, hitting the road with G&G.
Hitting the road with G&G. And then you got me with Half-Ass Homestead. Everybody have a good night. We hope to see y'all later. We're going to call this one tonight because everybody's got other plans and we need to get out of here. So everybody, it's been great.
Take care. Love y'all.
Having you come join us. It wasn't a lot of people, but we're good and we're out of here.
Yeah.
Later.
Y'all take care.
Good night.
Bye.
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 You know how to do it?
No.
That red button right there.
Oh.
On the bottom.
That.